I'm cold-blooded. I'm cold-blooded. Ice in my veins, never gonna run. Venom on my face, fire on my tongue. I'm cold.
Hey guys, I'm Verity Banger.
I'm Kashti Banger.
I'm Jannat Banger.
And welcome to J.V.A. Studios. Thank you guys for liking our first video and subscribing for our first video, and thanks you guys for commenting, and thanks for all the appreciation for our first video. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. And today we are talking about the environment or nature. So, like a couple of weeks ago in my class, we had discussion about the conflict, like a fight. The first one is the man versus man, the fight with the person to another person. Like the second one is the man versus self, the fight with yourself, like I can do this or I can do that. Third one is the man versus society, the fight with the government. Fourth one is the man versus nature, the fight with the nature. So today we are talking about the man versus nature. So we all have the 100% of water, 70% of water on the earth, and the 99% of water is the ocean water, salt water, which we cannot drink. So 1% of water is left.
Yeah.
And we're just wasting all that 1% of water for nothing.
Yeah.
There's no reason to waste that much percent of water
Cleaning our
because
faucets and all that stuff, that's all the clean water that we're just wasting.
and some people do not have water. Like Africa. Africa is like one of the main continents that do
Yeah.
not have water.
People drink the mud water, which is
And
not
people are
healthy
trying
for
to
them.
help them, and other countries are trying to help them to give them clean water. Like they're making these big gigantic tanks for kids in Africa to have clean water. Yeah.
Yeah, and somehow, like pandas, those are animals.
Like-
Yeah, those are like animals
Yeah,
that are
the-
being extinct, meaning that they're all gonna die. Like there's gonna be zero
animals
pandas.
are extinct because of the humans, because we humans do not care about the nature.
Yeah.
That's why the animals are being extinct.
Yeah, we should start caring about nature and less start caring about ourselves, because we care too much for ourselves instead of nature.
If you start caring about the nature, then you're gonna have better life. Because the nature comes first. If we don't save nature,
You don't
save
save
your life. It's like give water, give life.
Yeah.
If
You may
you-
wondering like why.
Yeah, if you save the nature, then you have a better life. If you do not save your nature, then you will
Yeah.
die.
You're probably wondering why don't Africa have clean water, because they don't, because like all these animals are like drinking out of these like mud waters, and kids are going like walking to get clean water, and there's not that much clean water in Africa. They just are drinking mud water. Yeah. And that's all that water they're drinking, and that's the faucet, and that's the water that's coming out of the faucets too.
So, and I want to go to a point, littering.
Yeah.
Some animals, like in the sea, when we throw something like a paper bag or like a plastic bag, it's gonna flow all over to a lake or an ocean.
Yeah.
And we got like fishes and sea animals that live there, and for some reason, when the bag reaches to the ocean and goes through inside, sea animals will think that's food, which is not.
And that's when sea animals start getting
Hungry.
contagious, and like they start dying because they're stuck. Some animals start getting contagious of that recycled bacteria, all that stuff. That's like recycled cans that need to be recycled, but they don't. They just throw it on the ground.
Is this not that? It's the chemicals that are
Inside the recycled cans or whatever. you wanna
Plastic
call
bags have so many chemicals, and
you won't not believe they create it in factories. Mostly they produce it in factories.
people say that plastic bags should be banned.
Yeah.
But
Some people don't. They say we should use plastic bags
Yeah, it is
because people say we should use more plastic bags. Like
but
Some stores, there
there are a lot of
but
plastic
nothing's
bags that are
helping
going out.
us. Nothing is helping us because if if we use plastic bags and if we get rid of them, we still have paper bags. But if we use them where the people just store them, don't throw them in the recycling bin where it's used to be, where it has to belong. They just throw it in somewhere else.
Yeah, they just throw it in somewhere else. Like they don't use recycle bins anymore. Now people are just throwing it on the ground for many reasons. Because they're lazy, because they're tired, because they don't even think about environment. Nobody cares about the nature. You can probably see a person on the streets. They're not gonna even think about nature. They're just gonna think about themselves.
Yes.
Just big. And not just nature. We gotta stop making factories. Too many factories are developing in all other countries.
That's where I want to talk about is pollution.
Yeah, that's pollution. Because power plants cause those smokes come out the air. Those are power plants. Power plants are pretty dangerous too. They're causing these they produce chemicals into the air, into the atmosphere, if you want to say it.
No matter whatever you do, smoking, that's still gonna go up in the air.
It's pretty much kind of pollution. It has a little of chemicals, a lot of chemicals, not a little, but a lot.
If a country have too many factories, it means this country make too many pollution.
Yeah, there's a lot of countries, but our country, India, they used loan for making a statue, which is not gonna help that much from other countries. They used loan from other countries, and China used loan from other countries to create a pollution stopper, this gigantic building that stops pollution. And China's way smarter than us. Yeah.
China has more pollution
most
in the world, and their brain right there
is pretty smart.
Just blew up
A lot of people's
whole mind of other people.
I want to say that everyone has the same brain, but it depends on you how much you use. China have the same brain, but they use the brain for some good things, for technology and some other things. But in India, they use brain to making the statue and some other things, which is not important or helpful for the people.
God gave you a brain to
develop stuff.
To develop something that can help the world.
To help the environment. And help yourself too.
Yeah.
Not just only environment. You should start caring about yourself too, but not that much, because if you start caring too much of yourself instead of the environment, then you're just probably helpless.
India's government is making something that doesn't really have no reason to make them. They make something that doesn't have to stop pollution.
Yeah, I'm probably not even thinking of it right now.
We are talking about the street food in India. People love the street food too much. But it is not healthy, and it makes too much pollution. The street food.
Yes. So a lot of chemicals are pushed up into the air because of us, and mostly animals and other things that causes chemicals into the air, which there are some consequences. For example, we can have it causes humans to die. There's chemicals in the air that gives us these diseases like asthma, other stuff, etc. All these disgusting
So you should make too much diseases.
Yeah, that's why people are dying.
Yeah. So.
And cows and animals are dying too, not just humans. Animals and glaciers, because most glacier water is what we're drinking and using right now. That's 0.5%, and we're losing glacier waters in Earth. So yeah.
We just want to say that please save the nature.
Yeah.
If you want to save your lives, so you have to save your nature first.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching.
Like and subscribe.
And
thank you.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoy. Comment down below.
Yeah, what you think about it. And what you wonder about nature. Yeah, bye.
Thank you guys.